Large-scale, cross-national study shows advertising to be a major source of human dissatisfaction.
Here's a summary of the article.
Recent research on subjective well-being, described in sources such as Easterlin, Oswald, Layard and Clark, has paid little attention to the role of advertising, and so there are no cross-country econometric studies of the effect of advertising using representative samples of adults. Since Veblen, many researchers have worried about negative effects on well-being of advertising. Using longitudinal information on countries, from pooled cross-sectional surveys, we find that rises and falls in advertising are followed, a few years later, by falls and rises in national life satisfaction, giving an inverse connection between advertising levels and the later well-being levels of nations. Figure 1. The inverse longitudinal relationship between changes in advertising and changes in the life satisfaction of countries, 1980 to 2011. The effect implies that a hypothetical doubling of advertising expenditure would result in a 3% drop in life satisfaction. Reva T., I. R. Kelly, R. Enas, and J. L. Harris, Exposure to Food Advertising on Television, Associations with Children's Fast Food and Soft Drink Consumption and Obesity, Economics and Human Biology 9-221-313. Opry S. J., M. Buisian and E. A. van Rijmersdal, The Impact of Advertising on Children's Psychological Well-Being and Life Satisfaction, European Journal of Marketing 52 1975-1992.
This post received a score of 5,336, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Yes, it's literally all day, every day, everywhere you look, people trying to convince you to give them your money. It's just tiring after a while. It kind of just reminds you that nobody cares about your well-being and just wants to use you for their gain.
I won't pay for cable, I pay for streaming services with no ads, and I use ad blockers wherever possible. Advertising is like death by 1,000 cuts. It's a constant subtle annoyance that builds over time.
I watched a few minutes of TV ads last weekend for the first time in years. And it was like an assault on my senses. It was remarkable. I could nearly feel the manipulation.
The ads that treat you like an idiot are the worst cases.
Are you one of millions of dipshits who can't pour a soda without spilling it? Do you often hold your cereal bowl in precarious positions before inexplicably dumping it in your big stupid lap? Then pick up Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Where did the soda go?
I always used to say I didn't mind ads as long as they didn't stop me from doing whatever I was doing, like banner ads, but nowadays everything you do is interrupted to show you ads. It's relentless.
I especially hate those websites where the entire screen reshuffles every few minutes because it's loading more goddamn ads.
Or the websites that are unusable on mobile browsers because the ads literally cover everything.
I agree. I use Pi-hole on over 1,500 managed devices and have uBlock Origin installed on all browsers. Online advertising is out of control and is almost a war zone at this point. With uBlock and Pi-hole alone, about 30% of bandwidth is saved. Does the Pi-hole not catch all of it? I block things at the host's level, so no Pi-hole, but I do also use uBlock to clean things up. Get rid of now empty boxes where an ad would have gone, that kind of thing. Is that why you also use both? With over 1,500 users, I am pretty conservative with my Pi-hole block lists standard, since uBlock can be turned off and on by the user per site. Between the two, I am able to block most ads and not cause many problems for the end user.
Which is it, Pinhole or Pi-hole?
Pi-hole, corrected, thanks.
All schools should have AdBlock installed. This should be a legal requirement. The fact that kids are exposed to this shit in school is fucked up. IMHO.
Do you remember the ads on Nickelodeon and Disney and Cartoon Network growing up? This has been happening for decades.
Yeah, you're right. Hell, I still remember a lot of the jingles from those commercials.
Crossfire.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.